Abdali Grammar School, Primary Mathematics, Lesson Area and Parameter, Chapter number 10, Lecture number 7. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Today we will learn about. Today our topic is more on area and parameter. Question number 1 is, a big square is made up of 4 identical small squares. A big square is made up of 4 identical small squares. The area of each small square is 25 centimeters square. The area of each small square is 25 centimeters square. Here, the big square is divided into small 4 identical squares. A big square is divided into 4 small identical squares, and what we have to find out first, the area of each small square is 25 centimeters square. The area of each small square is 25 centimeters square. First of all, we find out the length of each side of big square. We find out length of each side of big square, and then we find out length of each side of big square. And secondly, in the B part, we find out parameter of big square. We find out its parameter. First of all, we find out the length of each side of big square. Let's solve the part A. The length of each side of big square we find out. The area of each small square is 25 centimeters square, and there is 4 identical small square. Now find out the area of big square. We multiply 25 centimeters square with 4, we get area of big square 100 centimeters square. We find area of big square 100 centimeters square. What we have to find out first? We find out the area of big square, that is 100 centimeters square. Now students, area of big square is 100 centimeters square. Let's find out the length of each side of big square. Let's find out length of each side of big square. Let's solve it. Area of big square is equals to length 2 times of its length multiplied by its length. The square, all the 4 sides are equal. That's why we multiply length with length. 100 centimeters square is equals to length, that is 10 multiplied by 10. When we multiply 10 with 10, we get 100 centimeters square. The length of each side of square is 10 centimeter. We find out length. What is the length? The length of each side of square is 10 centimeter. The length of each side of big square is 10 centimeter. The length is 10 centimeter. Students, now let's find out the B part. What we have to find out in the B part? We have to find out parameter of big square. Student, remember it. We find the length of each side of big square in part A. The length of each side of big square is 10 centimeter. We find in the part A, the length of each side of big square is 10 centimeter. And now in B part, we find out the parameter of big square. Parameter of big square is equals to length multiply 4 sides. Square has 4 sides. We multiply length with the 4 sides of square. We multiply length with the 4 sides of square. We multiply length with 4 sides of square. Parameter of big square is equals to length is, remember the length of each side of big square is 10 cm. We find in part A. Multiply with 4. 4 is the 4 sides of big square. Parameter of big square after multiplication 10 cm with 4, we get parameter of big square 40 cm. Students, let's solve another question of more on area and parameter. Question number 2. A rectangle swimming pool measures 15 meter by 8 meter. It is surrounded by a path that is 2 meter wide. Here the rectangle swimming pool shown, its length is 15 meter. Its length is 15 meter and breadth is 8 meter. And it is surrounded by the path that is 2 meter wide. The path is 2 meter wide. It is surrounded by the path. So it is surrounded by the path that is 2 meter wide. Now let's find out the area of the path. What we have to find out? We have to find out the area of the path. Which thing we have to find out? We have to find out area of the path. Let's solve. Length of path is equals to 15 meter length, that is the length of rectangle swimming pool. Add this length with 2 meter wide path. Add this length with 2 meter. The path is 2 meter wide. When we add 15 meter with 2, we get length of path 17 meter. We get the length of path 17 meter. The length of path is 17 meter. Now let's find the breadth of path. The breadth of path is equals to 8 meter. Breadth of rectangle swimming pool. Add this breadth with 2 meter wide path. Add this breadth with 2 meter wide path. 8 meter add with 2, we get breadth of path 10 meter. When we add 8 meter rectangle pool with 2 meter, we get breadth of path 10 meter. Now students, let's find out area of path. For finding out area of path, it is the rectangular shape path. Area of path is equals to length multiply breadth. Length of path multiply with the breadth of path. Area of path is equals to length of path is, we find 17 meter. The length of path is 17 meter, multiply with this breadth of path that is 10 meter, multiply with 10 meter. When we multiply 17 meter length with 10 meter breadth of path, we get area of path 170 meter square. We find out the area of path is 170 meter square. Thanks for watching.